everyone, I hope you are all having a good week. This is Maggie, Nock career coach, and last week I shared tip number 1 explaining the importance of doing a self-assessment to understand where you are and where you want to go in your career. So once you have a better idea what you want to achieve, you are ready to start your job search if that's what you have decided to do. And in order to do this well and to maximize your chances of getting the job you want, my tip number 2 is to design your job search plan. So having a plan in place will give you the structure to get you from A to B, and I totally understand it requires some thinking and some work and preparation, but the reality is that a plan will help you with your job search and make you accountable. So as part of your plan, I suggest to define your personal brand, which links with the self-analysis that I explained in my tip number 1 video. But also think about how you are perceived and how you would like to be perceived by potential employers, and what can you bring to the table as a job seeker. Also define your target market. So what industry do you want to work for? The location. What is the ideal culture of the organization and the department? So it's not just about company choosing you, but it's also important to remember that you are choosing them. So you want to be in a job and work for a company that is the right fit for you and it matches with your career aspirations. So for example, I have a client for whom it's important to work for a company that they believe in. So they told me that they would find difficult to go for a job interview and show passion for the job if they don't believe in the product or service the company offers. So this is something that's important to one of my clients, but then it could be something else which is important for you. But it's about trying to define, what matters and defining your target market. So the next step is to design your marketing toolkit, such as your personal positioning statement, your CV, and, for example, LinkedIn profile. This will define what can you bring to a future role and why prospective employers should hire you. And I will go more into detail on CVs next week as part of my tip number 3. So once you are ready to start your job search, bear in mind that networking can really help you with your job search. So for example, think about, do you have any contact in department or organization that you wish to work for that could recommend you for a job? Or do you know somebody who knows somebody working for the organization that you wish to work for? Or can recruiters find you easily on LinkedIn? Is your LinkedIn profile up to date so that they can find the information that they need to understand what jobs you are looking for? Have you provided agencies with your most up-to-date CV? Are there any suitable networking events you can attend? So there are loads of questions that you can ask and think about your networking strategy and how this can help with your job search. So the final point I would like to mention today is to measure your progress and do this weekly or fortnightly if possible. And the good thing is to evaluate what works and what doesn't work in your job search, and this can include how many jobs you have applied for per week, how many interviews you get. So for example, if you don't get selected for an interview or job straight away, think about what learnings can you take from your present job search and what can you do better next time. So creating a job search plan is my tip number 2, and next week I will talk about the secret of designing an effective CV. So if you would like to find out more, you can contact me directly on hello@maggienock.com, or you can also visit my website at www.maggienock.com. And I think I mentioned in my first video that I support clients with different career needs, and I will be more than happy to discuss your individual situation. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next week when I discuss tip number 3, which is how to design an effective CV. Okay, bye for now.